Hello beautiful souls, this is Poonam Kaur and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we are going to talk about what is ancestor healing and how to do ancestor healing to break the patterns and change the destiny. If this topic interests you, then stay tuned with me. What is ancestor healing? As we all know, we are born into specific family lineage, and our ancestors who were born before us, they had accumulated certain karmas which are passed on to us through generations to generations to generation and now to us. So the ancestral karmas carry lots of ancestral wounds or ancestral traumas which they could not heal because they were not awakened enough. So those wounds and traumas, they keep on passing from generations to generations to generations. For example, you must have heard that in some families that there is somebody, like first child is born dead, or somebody's marriage life is never successful, or somebody's one child of the family is of special needs. So these kind of traumas, they keep on passing from generation to generation to generation, and it becomes the family history of that lineage, right? So this is the generational trauma or generational wounds or generational curse that had passed on to next generations. This is called the ancestral karmas or ancestral wounds or ancestral traumas which were passed on to next generations. Some of the ancestors might have ever tried to heal those issues to become the hero so that they could stop this cycle or this pattern from passing on to next generation, but they could not. Now somehow, if you're watching this video and if this topic is of your interest, then trust me, you are somebody who is trying to be the hero. Now you are going to stop this karmic cycle of your ancestors, and you are going to break the pattern and change your destiny. Yes. So, how to heal ancestral karmas to break the pattern and change the destiny? I'll give you one example. Like, let's say if I had abusive parents who were abusing me physically whenever they were upset or they had a bad mood, they lashed me out. They slapped me or they were physically abusive. So that's what I had learned when I grew up, right? But when I grew up, I grew older, then I learned that I have the free will to make certain choices to change the patterns, right? Now how do I do that? I can make conscious choice to not to repeat what my parents had been repeating. Like, if I'm angry or if I'm in a bad mood, and if now I'm having children, I won't be taking out my anger or frustration on my kids. I would not hit them. What will happen in turn? My kids will not learn that whenever you are upset or angry, you should slap somebody or hit somebody or be physically abusive. So what will happen here? If I would not pass on what I got from my generation, I will be able to break that pattern and I would not pass it on to my next generation. So they would not learn what I learned and they would not pass on that to next generation. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, it is. But is it that easy? No, it is not. But this is how we can heal our ancestral wounds, ancestral traumas, ancestral karmas, and stop them from going to our next generation and change the entire destiny of the next lineage. I hope I made this point very, very clear. Now, there is something called the fate and destiny. It comes into play even in this ancestral healing also, because there are certain things which are beyond our control. That is called the fate, in which we are born into certain family, into certain religion, into certain region, or into certain country. We don't have any control over that, right? It was just happened to us and we can do nothing about it, right? But later on, when we grow up, we certainly have our free will to make choices, because our entire life is based on our choices. Whatever we were yesterday was because of the choices we made in the past. Whatever we are today is because of the choices we made yesterday, and whatever we will be tomorrow would be based on the choices we make today, right? So we have the free will to make choices, conscious choices, to change the patterns. So this is called your ORLOG. On the other hand, there is something which we can change. There is a destiny, the part of it we can change through our conscious choices. That is called the web of WYRED. Or you can call them timelines or the matrix. This is something that is not fixed. We can always change it with our conscious choices. Yes, we can change it with our conscious choices. Choices plays an important role, and in any sort of healing or breaking any sort of matrix or patterns, we need to make conscious choices. As I gave an example from my childhood, right? If I'll be able to stop my family history from going to my next generation, then certainly I'll be able to break that pattern and change the future. I would not let that burden pass on to my children and to their children and to their children and so on. I hope I made this point very clear to you. If you still have any questions, queries and doubts, do let me know in the comment section below. I would love to answer them to you. And if you want to connect with me to know or to have a deep level of ancestral healing, then you can connect with me on Telegram. I'll give the link in the description below. If you like the video, do hit the thumbs up button and do share this video with as many people as you can, because this might resonate with some of them and this might change somebody's life. For more such videos, do subscribe to my channel and do press the bell icon for the notifications. I'll see you next time. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit and stay in high vibes. And remember, the sky is to fly. Namaste.